Whispers from the well. Eldermire had always been a quiet town, nestled between thick, whispering woods and rolling hills, but at its heart stood something that everyone feared: the old well in Black Hollow. No one could recall when the well was built, or who had dug it. It had simply always been there, a gaping mouth in the earth, rimmed with jagged stones. Children were forbidden to go near it, and even the elders spoke of it only in hushed tones. The stories varied. Some said a woman had thrown herself in long ago. Others whispered of an entire family that had vanished into its depths. But all agreed on one thing: something inside the well never stopped whispering. One autumn evening, 17-year-old Mark Hensley found himself standing at the edge of the well. He hadn't meant to go there, but an odd pull, like invisible strings wrapped around his limbs, had led him through the thickets and dead leaves until he stood before it. The air smelled of damp earth and something else, something rotten. Then he heard it. A voice, distant and thin, rising from the darkness below. "Mark?" His breath hitched. He stepped back, his boots scraping against the uneven stones. The voice came again, clearer this time, carrying an unbearable sadness. "Help me, please." His rational mind told him it was a trick, the wind playing games with his ears. But deep down, something primal knew the truth. The well was alive. A sudden gust of wind spiraled around him, rattling the brittle branches above. The voice turned into a cacophony of whispers, overlapping, desperate, pleading. "Don't leave. Come closer. I see you." Mark's body locked up, his muscles betraying him as he stepped forward against his will. A shadow shifted at the bottom of the well, something moving where there should be only darkness. Then a cold, skeletal hand shot up, fingers curling over the rim. Mark screamed and stumbled back, falling onto the damp ground. The hand twitched, grasping at the air before slowly retreating into the abyss. The whispers turned into laughter, low, gurgling, inhuman. He scrambled to his feet and ran, his heart hammering against his ribs. He didn't stop until he reached the safety of his home, slamming the door behind him. But as he leaned against the wood, gasping for breath, he realized something chilling. The whispers had followed him. That night, they seeped from the cracks in the walls, from the drain in the sink, from the dark spaces beneath his bed. They never ceased. They only grew louder. By dawn, Mark was gone. All that remained was the echo of his name, drifting from the well, waiting for the next soul foolish enough to listen.